Steam Deck is, always has been, and always will be completely irrelevant.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
What's going on, you guys? Back again with another one, and today we'll be looking at a video I stumbled across the other day from none other than our good friend Harman Smith. He's had quite a lot to say about the Steam Deck since its release, so let's hear what our favorite Nintendo fanboy has to say about it.
Hello, everyone. This is Cody Lee of BlackCatBooks.org, author of I the Dragon, Cruel and Beautiful Rabbit Hole, King Deal, Lauren Frey, Grim Clover, Internet Blood Sports, and the upcoming Jaw of the Dragon.
I'm sorry, bro. I didn't catch any of that. I was distracted by that big-ass looking iPod shuffle you have in the back. Could you repeat that one more time?
Hello, everyone. This is Cody.
Got it. Now let's start the video.
It has been too long since I talked about the Steam Deck.
Yeah, I don't know about the phrase too long since you released this video on the 13th of July and the last video you made about the Steam Deck was July 2nd. I wouldn't count 10 days as too long.
And a big part of that is due to the fact that the Steam Deck is, always has been, and always will be completely irrelevant. It hasn't left any kind of impact on the console industry. There's nobody really developing games for it. It's not really like a game-changing thing.
Bro, the Steam Deck is a portable PC. Believe me, games are being developed for it. Anything that goes to the PC will go to the Steam Deck. So what do you mean it's irrelevant and no games are being made for it? The Steam Deck is a game changer for what it can do as a portable. Have you seen the graphics it can output? I mean, for the size alone, it's pretty impressive. Don't be scared of the Steam Deck, man. It's just a portable PC.
It's basically a novelty piece for Steam Deck Steam users who were salty at NintendoSwitch owners for doing things that gaming PCs can't have.
So we are salty at NintendoSwitch owners because the Switch can do things PC can't? Yeah, I sense you're the one being salty in this whole scenario because you're the only Nintendo fanboy here. This is what it's come down to, comparing a Switch to a PC. Shit, man, you really need someone to watch your videos before you post them so they can tell you when you say something that makes zero sense. There is nothing the Switch can do better than a PC. Let's be honest here for once in your life, man. I'll give you an example. The Witcher on Switch runs like complete dog shit. You'll be doing a disservice to yourself playing it on the Switch. If you guys have access to any other platform, do yourself a favor and play it there. And most demanding Switch games have a cloud version to help the Switch run the game. PC even runs Nintendo games better than the Switch itself.
And I think that's what it comes down to. I think it says a lot about the Steam Deck, about the discussion online, on NeoGAF, on YouTube, on 4chan. Like, anytime you bring up the Steam Deck, or anytime that someone else brings up the Steam Deck, it's always in this specific context that, oh man, Steam Deck is way better than the Switch. Like, look at all these games I'm pirating. Look at all this stuff I'm doing.
You know what, guys? We need to praise this man for doing God's work out here. He's exposing the evil PC players for only pirating games, while Nintendo players are all for the games. For one thing, it's called emulation, not piracy. He's probably bashing on PC this hard because he secretly emulates Nintendo games on his own PC and knows how good it is.
Steampunks are adamantly trying to push this narrative that the Steam Deck is destroying the Switch, right? Like, it's going to make the Switch obsolete and it's the next big thing. And honestly, it's so delusionally untrue.
Bro, this whole video is delusional. Your fanboy mind can't understand that there's more than just Nintendo out there. People like different things and the Steam Deck caters to a specific audience, and there's nothing wrong with that.
That I just have no real interest in really like engaging with it further. It really is just a small group of people, primarily YouTubers, who are trying to get clickbait and trying to generate some kind of controversy by suggesting that the Steam Deck has made the Switch obsolete.
They see the Steam Deck better than the Switch. They have the right to give their opinion on things, just like you are doing right now in this video. You, on the other hand, don't want to accept what other people think, and that's why this fanboy logic is so ridiculous.
It's the only reason it's happening. Steam users are trying to get a rise out of Nintendo fans. They're trying to troll us, and it really isn't working.
I don't know, man. Your multiple Steam Deck videos shows that it might be working.
I do think that is my big major takeaway from this, and that seeing just how few Nintendo fans have actually responded to Steam Deck, the Steam Deck coverage, right? How no one seems to care, how no one seems to like even consider picking it up. I think that says a lot. I think that says all you need to know, honestly.
This guy has been in his hole for so long, he doesn't even know what's going on in society anymore. Let me bring you up to speed. That's because the Steam Deck is still shipping out. This thing is so high in demand that you still need to pre-order it. But more and more people are starting to get their hands on their Steam Decks, and I have yet to hear from anyone who really hates it. Well, except you apparently, even though you never tried it.
There was this very odd there's been this very odd conspiracy in recent years about like how indie games on Switch play and run way worse than they do on Steam, and it simply isn't true. I've come to realize that like with the release of TNMT 5, which runs great on Switch, that game had a very big push against the Switch version. There were a lot of people saying that like you have to buy the game on Steam. It's a definitive version. It runs way better than the Switch version. The Switch version lags all the time. It can't handle all 6 players at once. None of that was true.
You're looking into this way too deep, man. Just play it on whatever platform you prefer. Why is that so hard for fanboys to understand? We are halfway into this video and you still have not said why the Steam Deck is irrelevant. I'm starting to get worried here. Come on, man. I know you can do it.
And I'm starting to realize that the steampunks are very much threatened by the Switch because games like TMNT Shredder's Revenge are actually becoming highly successful on Nintendo hardware. We're kind of reaching the point where indie games and games from smaller developers are having a home on Switch rather than on Steam.
This guy doesn't check anything, does he? Go get your gaming PC that you apparently play all the demanding games like you say, and look at the Steam store. Might want to reconsider that statement.
We've already seen like games like Monster Hunter Rise do far better on Switch. Deadly Premonition 2 got a exclusive launch on Switch. Like the PC version, I still believe is not out. Like people can make excuses and say all they want about how like these games aren't good and that like Nintendo fans are just coping and the Steam Deck is like reign supreme and is going to play everything. I think it's safe to say that that's not the case.
The only one that's making excuses is you, that you can't seem to understand what's going on around you, or accept people like different things and have different preferences. And I hate to burst your bubble, but the Steam Deck can play a whole lot more games than the Switch. This guy took too much pony salt. There's really no saving him at this point. Remember kids, not even once.
I think Steam is on the way out. I do. Valve hasn't really contributed anything to gaming over the past decade. It's been a slow, arduous decline. And really all they have going for them is a number of rabid fanboys who will defend them to the death, but it's not going to last forever.
This dude perfectly described his own damn self in the sentence and doesn't realize it. You literally cannot make this shit up. That's gonna do it for this one. Unfortunately, it looks like our good friend Harman Smith was not able to convince us how the Steam Deck is irrelevant. But don't worry, I have faith he will prove us wrong next time. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next one.